What's up, NBA fans? Big news shaking the basketball world today. Former NBA star Gilbert Arenas has been arrested, not for anything on the court, but for allegedly running an illegal high-stakes poker game right out of his own mansion. Yeah, you heard that right. The man once known as Agent Zero is now at the center of a federal investigation involving illegal gambling. So buckle up, because we're diving deep into what happened, the charges Arenas faces, and how this scandal connects back to his past. But before we get into the details, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe for the latest NBA news and drama, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Got thoughts on this? Drop a comment below. We want to hear from you. Gilbert Arenas, the three-time NBA All-Star who lit up the league in the mid-2000s, was arrested Wednesday on suspicion of running an illegal high-stakes poker game from his Encino, California mansion. The U.S. Attorney's Office announced that Arenas was charged with conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling business, and making false statements to investigators. He wasn't alone. In total, 6 men were arrested in connection with this alleged poker ring. The charges stem from accusations that Arenas rented out his mansion specifically to host these high-stakes games. Reportedly, he enlisted another man, Arthur Katz, to manage the mansion, stage the poker nights, find other hosts, and collect rent on his behalf. Interestingly, Katz wasn't among those arrested, at least not yet. Authorities say Arenas denied involvement during the investigation, even going as far as allegedly sending a text message to a co-defendant in 2021 that included a photo of a poker table featuring his name, silhouette, and jersey number. Seems like the Agent Zero branding followed him off the court and right onto the felt. On social media, Arenas posted multiple videos after the arrest, including one where he's running downstairs, declaring, "They can't hold me." The energy is defiant, to say the least. Let's rewind for a moment and talk about Arenas's career because it's an important part of the story. Drafted in the second round of the 2001 NBA Draft by the Golden State Warriors, Arenas quickly surpassed expectations. After winning the Most Improved Player award in the 2002-03 season, he signed with the Washington Wizards and blossomed into a bona fide superstar. From 2004 to 2006, Agent Zero was one of the most explosive scorers in the league, averaging nearly 28 points per game and over 5 assists. He made the All-Star team 3 straight years during that period, becoming the face of the Wizards franchise. Unfortunately, injuries derailed his career after that prime stretch. He appeared in just 15 games over the next 2 seasons for Washington, before returning in 2009-10 for 32 games. But his return was marred by a suspension following a notorious gun-related incident. Yes, we have to mention this because it ties directly into the current charges. In 2009, Arenas was suspended after he brought unloaded guns into the Wizards' locker room, following an argument over gambling debts. That altercation reportedly began during a high-stakes card game, eerily similar to the situation that seems to be unfolding now. After the suspension, Arenas bounced around with the Orlando Magic and Memphis Grizzlies before retiring after the 2011-12 season. Since stepping away from basketball, Arenas transitioned into podcasting, hosting the popular Gil's Arena Show. The latest episode aired just recently, on July 17th, showing he's been staying active in media. Meanwhile, his son, Elijah Arenas, was expected to make waves on the USC basketball team this season. but suffered a meniscus tear that is likely to sideline him for most or all of the year. Tough break for the Arenas family. Back to the poker ring. Besides Arenas, 5 other men were arrested Wednesday. Yevgeny Gershman, Evgeny Terevsky, Alan Austria, Yaron Cohen, and Yevgen Krachin all face charges related to running illegal gambling operations. The games allegedly featured Pot Limit Omaha, a popular and high-stakes poker variant. These defendants reportedly collected house fees from players and hired women to serve drinks, provide massages, and offer companionship, turning these poker nights into lavish, illegal affairs. They also hired chefs, valets, and armed security, which sounds more like a high-profile club than a poker game in a mansion. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, Gershman is a suspected organized crime figure from Israel, which adds another layer of gravity to the situation. Krachin's role was reportedly keeping track of wins and losses, distributing chips, and paying employees who helped run the games. All 6 defendants appeared in U.S. District Court in downtown Los Angeles for arraignment Wednesday. If convicted, each faces up to 5 years in federal prison per count, a serious legal consequence. This scandal comes as a surprise to many fans who remember Arenas as a dynamic scorer and larger-than-life personality. His past troubles with gambling and the infamous gun incident already painted a complex picture. But these new charges bring his off-court struggles back into the spotlight. The NBA community is watching closely, wondering how this might affect Arenas' legacy and the conversations around former players and gambling. All right, NBA fans, what do you think? Is this a sign of deeper issues for former players? Do you think Gilbert Arenas can bounce back from this? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe for more NBA updates, and share this video with your fellow basketball fans. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay tuned for the latest in NBA news.